So it's not a... Wow. So it's not a constant, right? It's difficult to really assess what difficulty you play at. We just got weapon throw. That's not what I want. Skills, primary weapon throw, frenzy sidearm. Each strike has a 25% chance to throw a piercing axe at a nearby enemy that deals 300% weapon damage as cold to all enemies in its path. Oh, it's all enemies in its path. But it's still bad. Because you can't really control it. And you have to stand there and then poke an enemy over and over again. So I still don't want that. What is this? The weapon throw? Hurl a throwing weapon at an enemy. What does this do? It's really slow. It's really slow, and I think it's single target. None of the other stuff has changed, right? Nope. 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 Just double check. Nope. And nope. And nope. Alright, well, let's try this a little bit. I suspect that I don't want to do it. I suspect that it's bad. Yeah, it's single target. It's single target. And it's not fast. Although I guess I am using like a really slow weapon. Oops. What is Mighty Throw? That does more damage. Ricochets between 3 enemies. That might be good. 40% chance to stun. 15% chance of enemies to be confused. I think Ricochet might be good. Weapon throw with Ricochet, because it's kind of slightly... It's slightly multiple enemies. Although it's only 3 enemies that are gonna be hit. No, it's bad. Look at this. It's too slow. It's too slow and single target. I mean, it's infinite range, as far as I can tell. But nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. This is still much better. Maybe when we get the the bouncing attack, we'll try it again. So we're trying to... Oh, that's the exit. I haven't... Never mind, let's just continue onwards. We spent a lot of time walking around in circles over here already. We went in a... Wow! We went in a giant circle. Alright. So, there's the town portal. Disappointing. 4 out of 10 for that skill, for the weapon throw skill. It was disappointing. I mean, like, they give you a new skill and you just don't want to use it because it's bad. Disappointing is all I can say about it. Oh look, a sword. What could possibly go wrong? Everything.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
Okay, well, we just watched a 3D movie of King Leoric being stabbed in the chest. And we're also smashing vases. For no good reason, really. What is this? Fleeting Shrine? You run slightly faster. Just how much better is the weapon I have? It's quite a bit better, never mind. I don't like how slow it is. I really do prefer faster weapons because the thing is, if it's finer, like if the damage you do is finer grained, then you have more tactical flexibility. Like, you know, if you do 100 damage every 2 seconds as opposed to do 50 damage every 1 second, it's actually better to take the 50 damage per second instead of 100 damage per 2 seconds.
We have just arrived in Tristram, and I must say, I'm a bit dismayed. This place is a backwater filled with serfs and an ancient broken-down monastery, hardly fit for the king of Condorus. I cannot fathom why Lazarus was so intent on this becoming our new seat of power.
The reason you want the finer grain damage is because then, if an enemy is, for example, 150 health points, 100, what did I say? Did I say 100 damage per second or like 50 damage? Okay, let's start again. So imagine you have a weapon that is...
Dare to bring the
never mind.
of life into my tomb.
We shall put you down, Hellspawn!
Imagine if you have a weapon that does 50 damage and attacks once every second. And then you have another weapon that is 100 damage but it attacks once every 2 seconds. If you have an enemy who is 150 health points, right, it will take you 3 seconds to kill it with the first weapon. It will take you 4 seconds to kill it with the other weapon. You see how that works? I mean, you do 50 damage, like you do 50 overkill damage, but that's worthless. Like, you don't want to do overkill damage, you just want to kill it as fast as possible. So even a weapon that might be slightly better in terms of just raw DPS might be worse if it's slower, because you're wasting time with the slow speed of the weapon, if that makes sense. So faster weapons are more efficient a lot of the time, or at least, you know, you don't waste as much time with overkill. So now, like, look at this, you're hitting them. Oh, this combat is way overpowered, like 5 out of 10 for the combat so far, because we are overpowered. But you see how, you know, when we're hitting these skeletons, we're doing about half their health bar of damage every time we hit them. So that's efficient, because we hit them twice and they're dead, and we don't do too much overkill. But it's not always going to be like this.
Forces arrayed against us that are stronger than we ever imagined. Some greater purpose lies behind these trials, but I do not yet know it.
We will not discover it here. Keep going.
A fetid, pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however. Perhaps I am simply suffering from an imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of climate.
Or maybe Diablo is trying to affect your mind. That, or humors. One or the other. I think I found a new weapon for Cormac. What is this? Nope, it's two-handed, never mind. And it's a crab, look at this! A 7.5 damage! And it's minus 0.22 attacks per second. What a terrible weapon! Wow, that's like the exact opposite of a good weapon. Amazing. It's amazingly bad. 8 out of 10 amazingly bad weapon. Like, the weapon is bad, but I'm quite amused by just how bad that weapon is. So it's actually there's entertainment value in how bad it is. Holy crap! Look at this thing. Wow, it is so bad. Alright, here we are. We are at the throne of the Skeleton King. Let's see how well we do. If the door will slowly open for us.
You will never defeat me!
Mwahahaha! I just destroyed a staircase! Mwah.
You were defeated the moment you surrendered to madness.
Alright, I don't know what this water stuff is. Okay, what's going on here? Just close the door on me, that's it? Alright, well, we're gonna kill your dudes then. And we're back. Hey! Hey, Skeleton King. Alright, we'll see how well we do. Hi guys. This is amazing, this animation, watch this. And the music? So awesome. So awesome! 8 out of 10 awesome animation. Alright, so I'm doing pretty well. Let me just slam this guy. I should probably use the shout. Come back. Skeleton King. Oh, he got stunned. What a noob. Let me just hit him a few more times. And then stun him. Shout him again. He is not doing any damage to me. Come back, hey, come back, come on away. Explosions! I want to get to the other side really. I want these skeletons to explode on me. Should I follow him? He'll come back if I don't follow him. Like that, there you go. Hey bro. Shout, slam. So we're not doing it fast, but we're doing it pretty reliably. Because he's not killing us at all. Oh, you can get surrounded, amazing. Come back, I wanna have these guys explode on the Skeleton King. Like this, and this, and this. Alright, almost there. Almost there. It's a bit grindy, but we're almost there. Shout. That. Hit him a few times. Almost there. Six out of 10. Not a challenge. Not enough challenge. That's really the summary.
The Shakarum high priests in Kurast proclaimed Leoric king of Honduras many years ago. He ruled well until Diablo's influence drove him mad, and the loyal knight Black Danon was forced to slay him. Afterward, Diablo himself raised Leoric from the dead as the Skeleton King, until the monarch's son, Aiden, vanquished him.
Alright, well there's a bit more storytelling from Decade Cain. Doesn't really impact the game in any way, the story. I mean there's lore, and I guess it adds a little bit to the story. What did I actually get? We got some interesting items, didn't we? We have pants of slightly better healing. Let's put on these pants. We have a belt of somewhat better damage. Let's put on that belt. We have... this is actually... except for less damage, actually, this is actually quite good. Mighty weapon, which is kind of crap compared to what we have. Let me just see what this is. And let me see what this is. So this is 22% chance to be surrounded by a chilling aura when attacking. Unfortunately, this weapon is actually quite bad. Oh, it's one-handed though. 12.2% damage. Minus 12.2% damage. But it's bad. It's not, the damage is less. Unless I have a really good shield that can boost my damage up 12.2%. Otherwise, it's not as good. This crown is quite good. Broken crown, better strength, better fidelity, better regeneration. Oh, much better regeneration. Amazing. Oh, I'm gonna put this on for sure. And that's also not very good. So this, if we can find a really good shield that gives us, that compensates for the damage loss, then I'll put it on. Templar, what do you have? Can you use any of this stuff? You can use this. What is that? 16.8. 21. Oh, put that there. Otherwise, you can't use any of this other stuff. Alright, we'll give Cormac a bit of an upgrade. I want to find a... I need a really good shield in order to be able to match the damage of the mace that I have right now.
Ah, the crater.
Yes, the crater. Hello.
'Twas you that fell from the sky? You are the source of all this destruction, and yet I sense no evil about you.
I am. I remember falling.
Then who are you? Why are you here?
I am not your enemy. I think. Yes, I believe I have come with a warning. The darkness. The darkness is coming. I don't remember.
I will take you to see Deckard Cain. He knows much.
Yeah, like the dialogue, it doesn't really say very much. Like, there's no... It's not great dialogue. It's really not great dialogue. I mean, they tell stories, but it's not powerful, it's not really emotional or anything. Alright, well, let's just give it like a 5 out of 10 dialogue. And we're leaving, right? And we're going back, alright.
I have journeyed far to find that the fallen star was only a man. Who is he? And why has he come? He remembers nothing. Perhaps Cain can tell us what the stranger cannot.
Perhaps he can. It's been a long time since I checked their rooms for their journals, although we're still on the same mission, right? Same quest. Let me just go and see if there's any new stuff in their rooms. Nope. And CAIN'S room? Nope, nothing there, alright. So the next thing I want to do is try and get some new equipment. So, what's my shield? Critical hit chance increased by 2%. So like if I take this, right, see this damage here, 173. 173 if I do that and that. 152, so it's less, right? It's less. I need a shield that gives me more damage than that in order to compensate. That's not good enough. Let me craft, and I need to get. Yep, I'm gonna dump. Oh, those pants are actually. Those pants are more strength. Why did I swap that out? Never mind. I mean, there's more other stats. Alright, I'm gonna trash all this stuff and try and find a better shield somehow.
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested.
What do you have? What's this? 46. No, ooh, 48. That's a staff. 27. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, that's all trash. That's. Oh well, nope. I just want more damage. Like, we don't have any problem surviving at all. Like, we just killed the Skeleton King without any risk that we were gonna die at all. So given that, there's really no point, you know, getting more healing and getting more toughness, because we don't need it.
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love.
I am certain you will love, you say. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Oh, what's this? More strength, less toughness, more healing. Yeah, we're gonna take that. I think. Let me just make sure. And pants. See, 33 strength. And critical chance. This might actually be better. Let me just take this. Swap that out. So we got 182, 183. That is 172. Huh. This freeze on hit. 22% chance to be. So I mean, it's almost 172. 183, so it's only 10 damage per second less. I mean, it's almost good enough for me to use it. And I mean, this thing, aside from just the pure damage, it's also got the reduced cooldown on skills. It's also got the chance to freeze and, you know, the chilling aura. I don't even know what the chilling aura does.
Don't tell anyone, but I've got some.
So it might actually be worthwhile to use that. And, oh, there we go. This is good. Better shoes, finally. I was wearing level 4 boots still. And, alright, so that's that. Ditch that. Can I get an even better shield? Like, because we're pretty close to breaking even on this thing. Alright, Hadric. Craft. We don't need a better weapon. Do you have a shield? Level 8 shield? What's this? Level 12? 4 random magic properties. Let's see what you... Actually, let me upgrade you. Maybe that was a bad idea. I don't have enough gold left to actually make anything. Oops. I don't actually have enough gold to make anything. Let's just make one of these things. Because I only have enough money for one. Ah, 25 strength. 33 strength. 22 vitality. See, I mean... It's kinda close. Right, 197, so this is like 179.1, 183, 197? Wait a minute, what's going on? 197, 183. I don't know. What I need to do, I think, is to test what the chilling aura actually does. What is the chilling aura? I don't even know. In the meantime, we're gonna give you this other shield, which is better.
A good choice.
And then we're going to dump that. I need to find enemies to punch. Ditch that. And salvage, great, and then we'll put that there. Alright, let's just talk to Cain.
This is what fell from the sky.
No man could survive such a thing. Who are you? What are you?
A warrior, I think. I came bearing grave news, but I cannot remember.
Your message might be all that can save us from impending doom.
Alright, well, weapon. What is a chilling aura? 32.9, not as good. Although there's a chance to deal 14% area damage on hit. And there's no, it's still not as good. Let me just craft and get rid of this. Try not to press the wrong button. And let me just drop this like here.
Tell me everything you remember, stranger. Every detail.
Falling. Fire. A sword of great power. It was part of me. But it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is vital that we find those pieces. I believe the sword made whole will restore your memory.
The goatmen are rampaging through the fields. Could the sword have anything to do with that?
Of course, of course. Just as the dead rose around the stranger, the sword pieces drove the goatmen to madness.
I will hunt the goatmen. The sword will be in their midst.
Well, you know, for as long as I remember, the goatmen have always been crazy.
The Horodrim were powerful mages gathered together by the Archangel Tyrael to defeat the 3 prime evils, Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal. They devoted themselves fully to the destruction of the demon lords and left behind valuable tomes and teachings.
How did you become the last of the Horodrim?
My ancestor was the leader of the Horodrim, Jared Cain. When the Horodrim died out, their tomes stayed in my family. I was thrilled by tales of the Horodrim as a little boy, but it wasn't until I returned to them as an adult that I realized they contained deeper truths.
Okay.
Tyrael is the angel of justice. He has been helping mankind for generations, though he is forbidden to do so in any direct manner. Long ago, the high heavens and the burning hells made a pact as a result of the Sin War that they would not interfere in our world.
The demons have broken this pact. Why does Tyrael do nothing?
The Angiris Council, the archangels that lead heaven, almost destroyed our world once to keep the demons from spreading their corruption upon it. If Tyrael were to act directly, it would alert the Council to the demons' activities here and imperil us all.
Right.
You have no other memories?
Only that there were surges of light and a kind of pain.
How do you fare now?
The emptiness gnaws at me. It is a constant frustration.
Stay strong. The sword cannot be far.
If you say so, yeah, it's the lore 5 out of 10 is not. The story is not that. I mean, there's a lot of lore. It's not bad. It's also not good. It's like it's not something that. I'm not sure I would buy a book if it was just the lore. I don't know though. There are books.
I can hardly believe it, but the falling star is a man. When Uncle Deckard realized this, he was crushed. I know he was hoping for something more miraculous.
Alright, so I want to take a break now, but I think what I'll do first is test what I have. Like, why am I like Am I supposed to go this way? Yeah, so I'm gonna take a break, but before I do that, I want to test this setup, the shield and this weapon. It's slightly less DPS than the other setup. But I don't want to see what this chilling aura actually does. And there's the 8%, 8.5% freeze on hits as well, which is pretty good.
If there's a sword here, we will find it.
So we just find some things to hit. And then I'll think about it. Yeah, the law is like 5 out of 10. It's not that great. Alright, well, that's fairly efficient. I don't have a chilling aura yet. Oh, I don't have a chilling aura. The chilling aura slows and damages the enemies? Does it damage enemies? Hold on. It does damage enemies, look at that. I think it damages, hold on. I need to double check. What I need Cormac to do is to stop.
I have heard the most ridiculous tales about travelers being ambushed by vicious trees. It is too much. Despite their names, the wood wraiths are not plants, but fully mobile beasts who have taken on the guise of foliage to ensnare their prey. Only a simpleton could be fooled by such a trick.
Alright, so I need to just double check that this aura does damage. Maybe the aura does. Look at that. The aura is doing damage. Oh, look at that. The chilling aura does damage. Alright, so I think that justifies using this instead of that, because it actually does a little bit extra damage. Actually, it does quite a bit of extra damage. Alright, we're gonna stick with this. I like the faster weapon as well.
I need to go back.
So we're gonna go with the faster weapon, and the chilling aura actually does damage, so it's worth it. Although, you know, most of the game we will find that the two-handed weapons are actually superior in terms of just raw damage output. Although, you know, we don't have gems yet, but later on we'll find gems, and then with gems, then you can put a gem on the shield as well as the weapon, and it balances out later on, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna take a break here. 7 out of 10 for the chilling aura, I think, because it seems pretty decent. Actually, make that 8 out of 10 for the chilling aura, because it allows me to use the one-handed weapon, and I'm quite happy about that. Alright, I'm going to take a break. When we come back, we continue stabbing monsters, grabbing loot, and giving relatively arbitrary ratings to things. I'll see you guys when we come back.